Hi everybody, welcome to the South Australian Sports Show. Hope you can stay with us for the next hour. Absolute superstar co-host with me, Greg Anderson. Ando, how are you, mate?
Fantastic, good to be back. For me, it's like 2 in a row.
2 in a row for you. You've given, now mate, you've bumped the big Baz off, haven't you, mate? He's off injured, is he?
Tripped him up.
Did you? Hey, mate, it has been a fantastic week for sport in South Australia. 53,000 at Adelaide Oval to watch the Crows women go over the top of Carlton. I mean, we'll get to Erin Phillips in a minute and her injury, and there's always some sad part to a great story, but 53,000, the biggest
crowd.
Audience in Australia to watch a women's sporting event. Did you think it was going to get to that?
Yeah, I thought it would. I mean, I always think South Australians come out in droves to support, South Australia, and I always remember we played a state of origin slow down, bunch of old hacks.
Yep.
Anyway, they've come in for the game, and they've said actually they've already locked the gates at Adelaide Oval. This is quite a few years ago before they'd redone it, and it was 35,000 people on a Sunday afternoon watching a whole bunch of ex-players having a go. It was a fantastic game, fantastic support, but there is something about Adelaide Oval, and there is something about supporting South Australian teams.
Well, I spoke to a lot of people during the week and asked them why they went to the game, and it was kind of divided. Some of them wanted to go and support the Crows women from playing.
Fantastic.
Some of them saw it as an opportunity to be able to take their kids and actually sit in Adelaide Oval and see a game because they can't get there during the era. It's too expensive.
Because you know how expensive it is
exactly
to go to
right. So again, I'm not trying to take anything away from the crowd at all, but what do you reckon the statistics are on the number of people that just went so they could see a game at Adelaide Oval as opposed to the number of people that went to support the Crows women?
Look, I think statistically wise, there's no question a huge percent was wearing the colours.
Absolutely.
No question.
Yep.
Probably jumped on the bandwagon because of the fact it was a nice Sunday. I've got the kids. Let's go and do something. Doesn't cost us anything, which is nice. We get in there and we fly the flag. So, I would say there was a lot of people that, which is great for the football in general and especially the women's league, that they probably might not have had an interest prior to it.
Yep.
Exactly what you're saying, but certainly would now after just a fantastic win.
Okay, now Erin Phillips is a friend of mine. I've always had a bias towards her in her basketball career. I think she's been outstanding, we know that. Now she's done a cruciate ligament and still manages to get a swath of awards, best on ground. So we know all that. 34 years of age. She's in mint condition, Erin. Off to the States to do a route back in America.
Yeah.
Is she going to come back and play, or you reckon that? I mean, second one for her. It's the other knee.
Yeah.
Would she come back and play again?
It's a year. It's a full year out.
Yep.
And you're 34, and a lot of young ones are really, hammering up the hills as they speak. Everyone's getting involved in women's footy, which is fantastic. You do lose a lot at 34 to not play any sport for a year. So I reckon it's going to be pretty tough for her. Yeah, I think it'll be tough. But if anyone's going to do it,
it would be Erin that could do it.
She wants to do it. What about the nick she's in at the moment?
She's in great nick. Look, I think the AFLW would keep her anyway, just as an ambassador. So I think she'd still be around. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Mate, Sauce Jacobs, of course, not playing this weekend. Kimmy Costa is going to join us a little later in the show. So we'll put a bit of heat on him about where the Crows are at with this. What do you want to ask?
I was just going to ask about Erin. Did she play any other sport by any chance? Did she play another sport?
Other than footy and basketball?
Yeah, other than football.
Mate, she played in the WNBA, she played at the Olympics.
It's quite amazing that
she's played at the World Championship.
She's done so much in basketball, and she's played probably 20 games all up in AFL football, and she's a household name.
She got more publicity in the last 2 years for the AFLW than her whole career in the WNBA and what she's done with the Australian team. So I think you have to tip your hat to the AFL and the AFLW.
And she'd be probably on par with Kimmy Costa as well, I would say, in popularity.
Or footy ability or in popularity? Popularity. I reckon Kimmy might have it.
We'll ask him.
And we will come to that because a lot of people have said, I reckon Erin Phillips could play AFL footy. No. Absolutely not. And I'm not taking anything away from Erin, but no.
It's interesting you say that because I was actually at a house on Sunday. We're really enjoying the game and a fantastic result, of course. And then it went straight to the Hawthorn Bulldogs game. Yep. And people were going, oh boy, no, they couldn't. No. It was, when that game started, that was a tough game. Big, strong bodies. So
I don't know whether inevitably in 30 years' time that may happen. I see this week that they've opened up and they're going to play the first tournament where women and men playing a golf tournament against each other. So it's probably not that far away. So we've got plenty coming up on the show. We're going to have a chat with Max O'Connell, of course, part 2 of his interview. Adam Cole from the Adelaide Lightning is going to join us. Want to make sure that people are switched on to get involved with the Lightning. Kimmy Costa, as we mentioned, is going to talk to us about the AFL. Craig Warner, we're going to have a chat with him about the Southern Footy League. So plenty coming up on the show. Hope you can stay with Ando and myself for the next hour.
Thanks, boys. Hi, I'm Bridget, and here's what's happening in SA Sport this week. The Adelaide Crows are the 2019 AFLW champions once again after a stunning performance against the Blues over the weekend. The Crows were never in doubt, running the game 45-point winners in front of 53,000 fans. After suffering an ACL injury in the third quarter, captain Erin Phillips claimed her second MVP award, solidifying her position as the league's best. A big off-season awaits the girls, but for now, the celebrations continue. And Port Adelaide are starting to look threatening, defeating a resilient Carlton side over the weekend. Justin Westhoff finally managed to get a win in his milestone game. However, the celebrations were soured by serious injuries to both Carl Amon and Jack Watts. The Power will be looking to make it 3 in a row when they take on a much improved Brisbane side tomorrow at the Gabba. And Adelaide United are creeping closer to the finals, having edged out the Mariners in New South Wales. A stunning strike by skipper Isaias was enough to get the Reds over the line, who are desperately clinging to their spot in the top 6. United will take on Wellington at home this Sunday, with both teams trying to keep themselves in finals contention. Round 2 of the Hockey Premier League has come to a close, with a few clubs showing they're the real deal. The Adelaide Hockey Club and Seacliff produced the game of the round for the men's, with both teams battling to an eventual 2-2 draw. For the women's, Port Adelaide District Club made it 2 wins in a row, once again putting on a dominant display to defeat the North East Hockey Club. Round 3 of the Premier League kicks off this weekend. And Chelsea Frederick is the new under-15 high jump national champion, posting a personal best to claim the title at the 2019 Australian Athletics Championship. Tristan Camilleri also brought a medal home to SA, finishing 3rd in the men's 10,000 metre walk. In the same event, fellow South Australian and competitor Matthew Brunage achieved a personal best, finishing 7th overall. Adelaide 36's superstar Nathan Sobey has officially left the club and is looking to sign with the Brisbane Bullets on a multi-year deal. Averaging 16 points and 5 rebounds, Sobey has been an integral part of the 36ers over the past 4 years. The 2017 Most Improved Player will be looking to make a push for the 2019 FIBA World Cup. He would be playing alongside fellow 36ers alumni Mitch Creek. And Walkerville Soccer Club are the new A-grade softball premiers, facing a strong West Torrens side at Diamond Sports in Adelaide Shores. Despite wet conditions, the Cats dug deep to claim the victory, which came down to the final play. This is the second year in a row Walkerville have stolen the win from West Torrens in the dying seconds, showing just how exciting softball can be. You're all caught up for this week. Back to you, boys.